Hello. You can almost see me. It's finally nice out and I'm pretty much over COVID. So now we're gonna work on getting the pollinator garden fixed up for spring. I've got some daffodils and crocus and allium that I just picked up on sale at the feed store. So nothing particularly special, but I want to fill in this garden here so in the spring I get a little color before all the other things come up. So in order to make this easier, I got one of these which goes on the drill. You could drill holes, just pop the bulbs right in. This way I figured I could get in between all the plants that are in there right now and not have to dig them up and crawl around in there and make it more difficult. All right, so let me think here. Zinnias obviously are annual, so in the spring they'll be gone. The hollyhocks will be not quite as tall, but they stick around. And then this front line basically has some dill, and which probably will come back, and the lavender, and what else is in there? I had a second year parsley that probably won't come back. Something in there, can't remember what it is. Something on the end there. So it's pretty much this front line. So this guy, this rutabaga, there's 4 of them, and I'm gonna pull some of those out because this is just too many. But I think I'm gonna do that in the spring. I was gonna do it in the fall, but it's a little unwieldy right now, so I might wait, and when I cut them down in the spring, then pull a couple out. But in the meantime, since these guys are a little slow to get going and I usually direct sow them, I think I'm going to put a couple clumps of daffodils in here, and I might do the crocus over here because they're a little bit smaller. And then the allium, how many are there's 3 allium. I'm really kind of like when things are bunched together. Those I might actually stick maybe in here somewhere, because there's also a bee balm and shoot, what else is in there? Bachelor button and a couple other things that columbine that come up right away and then obviously get overshadowed by that giant rutabaga, but so I don't want to mess with those. So let's see if I can figure out how to get these guys arranged. So I kind of laid out where I think in general these are going to go. I actually put some daffodils on that end, and so let me show you here. I got my drill all set up, and if you can see in here, I got one hole started. So the easy part about this is that instead of having to actually get in there, dig a hole, I can just stick my drill in and make a nice little hole. I still have to fill it in, of course. So I think I'm going to make all the holes first and then pop everything in. So a few more holes to drill, but then I think what I'm going to do is just get a bucket of dirt to fill these in, because once you drill down with the drill attachment, the dirt kind of goes everywhere. But Let's see if you can see him. I kind of ended up doing, oops, let's see. So I did the daffodils on that end, and then some on this end, allium in the middle, and then I'm actually kind of spreading the crocus like all around, just various places, some in the back there. And so I'm excited to see how it's going to look in the spring. At least I'm going to have some color in there, probably pretty quickly. And then once those are up, I'll be able to see where everything is and plant zinnia and whatever else for the summer. So yeah, a couple tips on this guy here. You have to make sure that you get that corner into the ground before it'll start digging. And you kind of got to, I tried to put it on the low setting, but that wouldn't dig hard enough. So I had to put it on the high setting, but then it sometimes, takes away with your whole arm. It also wraps the weeds up in it. So, weeding first may be a good idea, but, it works either way. But it's kind of a nice, handy tool for digging holes. And I will probably use it for a lot more things, especially maybe in the spring when I do put down the landscape fabric and plant in the holes. So I guess we'll update in the spring to see how it turned out.